If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the Filthy Capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed. A child shall lead them.
To buy our merch, Dog Fashion Disco.
Dog Fashion Disco goes to the last winner of our lightning round yesterday. So lightning round is, we're here, and we put the clock up for 3 minutes, and the first person that gets a song request in gets a song request. And so that was River, but I confused River with somebody else, so now we're getting River their song. Okay. Having said that, dear listener, here we go.
Hey, can you say the name of
that? Dog Fashion Disco Siddihis. Or Siddhis. It sounds like a Hindu term. Siddhis. If Amy's in the room still,
so
she'll probably know.
River says, song is going to be Dog Fashion Disco, as I need a good metal track, and as I'm going to be doing a stream of just bands where lead singer Todd Smith and the label Razor to Wrist, it seemed a good choice off the list of possible songs.
Razor to Wrist. That is a really badass term, but it's not something I would like to use, but it's really badass. Okay. Also, we have a son named Reza, which I feel like that's the coolest name of all time. Reza. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Dog Fashion Disco, bitches. Let's go. that was the band.
Dog disco? What is it?
Huh?
Dog
fashion disco.
What an interesting. Okay, so we have definitely heard this band before. It's
Okay, I told you it was some Hindu term. Siddhis is of
Yeah.
all kinds of powers you get by meditating, yoga, etc. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amy is my resident Hindu expert. I do have a local Hindu friend.
Amy is your resident everything that you don't know
Did you see
expert.
that chaga? No, because Perkinos is that. Did you see the chaga at the top of the steps?
I did. I didn't understand that. Why was that at the top of the steps?
Because I wanted a new batch.
And then they just threw the mushroom at you?
What'd they do? Is it still there? Is it still up at the top of the steps?
Oh, you were passing it to them.
Yeah. Is
I
it
asked
still at the
them.
top of the steps?
No, I asked them. I'm sure. I don't. If you didn't tell them to start it,
It's probably gone. $200 worth of chaga.
I don't. No, I don't think it's gone. I just don't think that they started
Oh,
it.
I'm certain they didn't start it. As long
Right.
as they didn't throw it away, it's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys starting to figure it out. I'm not a priority here. I wish we could play some sad music so I could feel bad for myself. Okay, so Siddhi. I don't think I'm saying it right. Okay.
Here we go.
I can figure it out.
Wait,
I'm not a
City.
priority here.
you did say it right.
Yeah.
City.
So it's what are the powers that you get when you meditate? Okay. All right.
Yeah, but it kind of seems like a complete understanding and enlightenment and possessed by a siddha. Siddha. So it kind of seems like it's like
a siddha or a sadhu?
This is siddha.
A sadhu who has practiced siddhu and has never ejaculated is supposed to travel to the sun and walk on its surface.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm out. Bless God. You know what's funny? If you asked a bunch of dudes, would you like to walk on the surface of the sun or never ejaculate for your entire life? I fear 99.999% of us would say, man, fuck that sun, bro.
I agree. I agree. This is just getting ridiculous.
It's like, I mean, I obviously, I would take walking on the sun. Holy shit. I mean, what an experience. I mean, come on. Walking on the sun? That would be insane. Like, you walk on the, quote, surface of the sun, which is a weird phrase. Mm-hmm. But I can't believe that anybody would take option A over that. What would you
really?
do?
Oh, I would A. Walk once on the surface of the sun?
Well, no. I'm sure you could keep doing it.
No, A.
No, it's not. I'm not talking about a one-time walk.
Yeah, even still. No, I'm taking A.
Hey, Riff.
Walk on the surface of the sun? How is it? No, A. Definitely A.
That is mind-boggling to me.
I feel like lots of people would pick A.
I said 99% of dudes would. But.
All right, you guys, comment section. A, you never get to come again in your life. Or no, yeah. B, you get to walk on the sun. Which one are you picking? A is you never come, but you get to walk on the sun. B is you don't get to walk on the sun, but you get to come all your life. Which one are you going to pick? I'm picking A.
I would. Over walking on the sun?
Yeah, it doesn't even sound that exciting. It's a walk. And
What?
It's bright and hot. Go to the Sahara Desert.
All right, vote on this. Choose A. Go to the Sahara Desert. Ridiculous. Okay, choose A if you are just a craven earthbound person. And,
No,
and
oh my God.
You would choose that. Or choose B, the ability to literally
Look at the
walk
way he just phrased it all.
on the sun.
Okay, you walk on the sun. Okay.
What would you pick?
Okay, Sadie is the same as me. She picks A. Also, Steve, A.
Hector agrees.
Crazy
with me.
John, fuck that son.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Me and Vinny.
Fuck that. Okay, so you pick the son. So you and Crazy John, that's his name, Crazy John. He picks the son. And Dwayne's going to the sun with you.
Okay, Lisa's a B. Vape guy wants to go to malls. Well, you've been to malls. You didn't enjoy it.
You should go to hell.
Well, you wouldn't be. It wouldn't matter because I'm able to walk on the sun. So obviously, fire doesn't affect me. That's an aspect that you didn't think of, there, listener. I'm mind blown. I'm mind blown. I believe
like,
you. I can't believe Sadie.
I feel like that this. I feel like this speaks to you guys' inferior experiences in that department. Of course, that's a dig on me, right? What are we gonna do?
Watch Sun on TV in an air-conditioned room and have all the sex I want.
Yeah, right, Amy? Why would we pick the sun? Why would I want to go for a walk on the sun? Like, if that was like, you could have this experience, cool. But sex, I'm going to keep that.
This is madness. I didn't say anything about sex. We were just talking about ejaculation. So you can still have sex.
So you can have a whole bunch of sex, but you're never going to come?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's still pleasurable.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. I'm very shocked. Although I figured that Amy would be in your camp. But me, Dwayne, and Lisa. We'll
somebody
be,
else,
we'll
Crazy John.
Crazy
John is going with you guys.
We'll be on the sun discovering amazingness, and they'll be down here with their lower base animal desires. Stop. What are you doing?
You started this conversation.
Okay, now this video is not going to be released because I'm going to delete that. All right. Now that I know that half of our constituency are a bunch of
Dwayne, I'm 60, don't matter anymore. No, Dwayne, that's not how it goes.
A bunch of
you have to basically your life starts
people.
over, and you're young again, and you have to pick a whole life of no, but you can walk on the sun, or. You can't just make that decision because you're 60 now. You've already had all your fun.
Ridiculous. I don't care if I was 16.
Yes, we know, Vin. Oh,
I'm taking the sun. If I was 16, I would still take the sun.
16-year-old Vin?
Yeah, I would have taken the sun for sure. I had to settle for the girls because there was no sun walk happening. But I would have.
Okay, this is progressively getting more offensive.
All right. Beyond myself, I perceive my own ability, and through these wormholes, I search inside and out of me. I'm not exactly what I'd like to be, so I suffocate my cities. Gain momentum once again. Tell myself, don't ever let them drag you down. I'll take the pain and wish you all away. I'll take the blame and wish you all away.
Crazy John says, wait a minute. I'm saying fuck that sun. I don't want to walk there. That sounds like work. So Crazy John is with us.
Yeah, I'll just call him Craven John. Craven John, Craven Sadie, all the rest of you. You guys will be down here in the lower world while me and Lisa are out there experiencing ridiculousness that will be indescribable. Holy shit, people, unbelievable.
But what makes you think we're not going to experience ridiculousness that is indescribable?
It's you did it once, you did it a million. It's the same thing. Wow. It's not much variation. It's the same situation.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
All right.
So either you were lying yesterday or you're lying today.
No, I'm not. But I'm not going to have this conversation. I'm not going to litigate this discussion in front of all these people. You've already done enough to shame our family.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, River's like, this is a wild conversation. River, you brought this on.
Can we go into the lyrics, please?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Beyond myself, I perceive my own ability, and through these wormholes, I search inside and out in the end. Not exactly what I'd like to be. So I suffocate my cities, gain momentum once again, tell myself don't ever let them drag you down. I'll take the pain and wish you all away. I'll take the blame and wish you all away. Ooh. Okay, so we know that you attain this state through serious meditation. I'm going to try that tonight. I'm going to try to meditate like really, really hard, inshallah. I can walk on the sun, inshallah. So I think you get to this state by like serious meditation, and this guy is not able to get to that state because he can't focus, I think. And the reason he can't focus is because he's been distracted by all the other people, which is I tell myself, don't ever let them drag you down. So there's other people that are dragging him down that's making it so that he cannot meditate and get to that point. So he wants to wish them all away so that they can be out of his life, so that he can once again practice some good yoga and attain to that place. That's how I'm interpreting it.
Okay. I guess, yeah. When he says, I come to realize that flesh and bone is meaningless when all you're feeling inside is constant emptiness, I'm not exactly what I'd like to be. And you're saying that's because he hasn't attained the level that he wants to get to, not that he just feels... Like, you know how there's a difference between, like, I'm empty, or I'm empty because I don't have what I want.
Well, you know, the Bhakti version of yoga, at least that our friend practices, has almost a Docetist view of the body. Meaning physical body and physical pleasure is bad in the sense that it traps you here and it doesn't give you true enlightenment, and it distracts you from your devotion to Krishna.
Yes.
I'm not saying this is all Hindus or whatever. This is a specific branch of Hindu called Bhakti, where that's the mentality. So his phrase is, "You are not your body." So if you go back and when he says things like, I realize that the lyrics over there, when he says, I've come to realize that flesh and bone is meaningless when all you're feeling inside is constant emptiness. That's what our friend would say. He'd say, yeah, because your flesh and bone is stuck to this material world, and that's, I think it's mana isn't the word. I forgot the name. It means like deception or illusion, like believing an illusion. I forgot the term. I think it's Maya. Yeah. Maya, I think he said, basically means like you're caught in the illusion or whatever of this world because of through the gateways of your senses. You're trapped in your senses. So what you're trying to do is separate yourself from being enslaved to feelings of pleasure and things like that, so you can have pure devotion and service to Krishna. But again, that is his specific denomination or whatever.
Yeah.
So there you go. So I think that's what he's saying. Is that what you get? He says, so I suffocate my cities, gain momentum once again. So that's a very hard way of doing spirituality.
Yeah, that is.
I'm very happy that as a Christian, that there is a paradigm for spiritualizing material. Or another way to say it is like pouring in spiritual value into material things. That is I'm very, very happy as a Christian that I could do that.
That you can pour spiritual value into common things? Is that what you just said?
Into pleasurable things, into material things, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So for example,
yeah, I agree with you on that.
Like when he talks, because me and him talk about sexuality, and he's like, yeah, basically it's a necessary evil, almost like an Augustinian type of thing.
Who?
I'm not going to say his name.
Oh, I thought you were talking about God.
You're going to say his last name. You're going to give the guy's address.
Literally, I thought you were talking about God. I'm like, okay, you're not hearing from God. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not hearing from God. He's not going to tell you that.
That's well, sometimes God tells people that.
Yeah, but he's not telling you that.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know that.
That's ridiculous.
But
this conversation is just getting ridiculous. Go ahead.
Well, my point is that I'm glad that in Christianity...
He's not going to tell you that it's a necessary evil when we're being fruitful and multiplying and having all these kids. That's ridiculous. Go ahead.
I just
when you're done talking about your demons. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm glad.
All right, so you were talking to this friend of yours who said basically like this Augustine thing. Yeah, go ahead. Carry on. Now that I know you're not talking about my father. Go ahead.
So I'm glad that there is a paradigm for the spiritual and the physical, and that they're not in opposition to each other in our religion. Obviously, the incarnation is like the ultimate of the binding together of the material and the non-material and the temporal and the eternal and the natural and the supernatural in Jesus, where he has a real physical human body with real physical human limitations. Simultaneous to that, he's also God that's completely limitless, eternal, etc., etc. And so both of those are combined. And so you can no longer say that material things are inherently empty, because God himself came and occupied a physical universe, which is why Gnosticism and Docetism, as early church fathers would say, was the enemy of all love and religion. I think Cassian said. So So it's an important distinction because when I talk to my friend, it's like having a good sandwich is something like he fights against because it screws with his meditation and his he wants to have this minimalist, the very austere lifestyle. Whereas the biblical thing is to say, eat the sandwich, but a couple things. One, thank God for it. Two, don't hoard it. And three, share with a hungry person. And in that way, you have a religious moment with this sandwich that's material, that is good in itself in the eating and the enjoyment of it. So you can enjoy the physical world from a biblical worldview, which I think is, and you don't have to get rid of all that stuff in your everyday life to be accounted a spiritual person. And I just think for me on a practical level, that's a much easier way to live.
Yeah.
He lives a very, very difficult life. That's a difficult religion, man. And I respect the hell out of it. It's just raw, white knuckle discipline. Good for him. But it's a very, very hard way to live. Christianity is actually pretty convenient in that regard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's pretty convenient. Okay. I really like this song though. People were saying that it's ska, S-K-A.
What does that mean?
Ska, I think it's like the little, like a mix of reggae and all that stuff. So yeah, I really thought this was a good song. I was just very, very intrigued by the Hinduism in the lyrics.
Yeah,
and all that
and
stuff.
the sound of it. It kind of reminded me of like a circus.
It felt happy.
Yeah.
I don't think we've done a lot of ska, but it felt like a really, really happy. I'm very surprised that Riv chose this song because Riv is such a deep thinker. But I mean, this is obviously a deep song, but the music doesn't carry like the depth of the lyrics. But I think that that apposition is probably by design. Okay, he is then not in married order of Girasta. No, he's not. I think he's gonna take sannyas. Honestly, is what I think is gonna happen. That's what I think is going to happen, but we'll talk about that later. Okay. Also, I don't have any of the pictures of you in the thing at Vrindavan, but I don't know if I was supposed to say that out loud. But where are they? I want to see them. Okay. What do you get this song?
7.4.
What? I think there should be a ska stream in the future. So no. This is a 9.4 for me. This was really, really cool.
9.4.
Reggae
okay.
and punk. Yeah, it was a reggae kind of vibe. I don't know how to say that, but I really, really like that song. I really, really did.
Well, there you have it.
Well, there you are, dear listener.
Thanks to Code Slammer for
Shout out to Code Slammer.
for the
gang,
Village
gang,
song
gang.
and for bringing us the stream. And River, sorry about the mix up there.
Yeah, but I guess you made out like a bandit today, huh? So there you are. There you are. Also, guys, you should watch, what do you call that? It's a movie. Tom Cruise. Top Gun.
Oh, yeah.
You should watch it. It's
That's
such a
good one.
badass show.
Yeah, it's a good one.
What was your favorite song from this stream? Let me pull the thing up.
I was in the wrong spot.
Oh, that's easy. For me, my favorite song was a Metallica song. My second favorite one was the Beatles song.
What?
Yeah, I really like that. The lyrics were very touching to me.
My favorite was the Johnny
And
Cash. And Metallica was second.
Johnny Cash gets an honorable mention. I like The Boy Named Sue. But see, I didn't like the song. And I wouldn't listen to the song again. Whereas the Beatles song, I would listen to again if I was in like a Bob Marley mood. Like I get a Bob Marley playlist. That song is definitely going to be on there. Whereas A Boy Named Sue, I see the genius in it. It's brilliant. And I appreciate it as a work of art and genius. But
Is it sad to you?
No, it's what, Boy Named Sue? No, yeah. But it's just not a song I would listen to. I just didn't like the song. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the Metallica song, obviously, and the Beatles song was, I thought, very
The first
inspiring.
Foo Fighters song was pretty cool, too. Cold Day in the Sun.
There you are, dear listener.
All right, you guys.
All right, well, you guys know we got more metal coming for you very, very soon. You know the deal. The science of selling yourself short. Okay. I think I gotta go to Walmart, so I gotta get out of here. But much love to everybody. I loved it. You guys know we are coming back, and if you are on Patreon, be on the lookout, because eventually the final cut for the video is gonna be cut, and it'll be there. You patrons are gonna get it before everybody else.